Hey guys, welcome back to Hate Your Guts podcast, episode 30. I'm your host, Rizzo.
I'm Bibby.
And I'm Haley.
And today we wanted to do an introduction to ourselves. A lot of you guys already know us, but we wanted to do some Q&As, I think.
Yeah, we went on a little bit of an accidental hiatus yet again.
Yeah. Our last audio recording did not record.
Yeah, and then I didn't want to get out of bed last weekend, so here we are.
That's true. Yeah. So this is our first episode for the year, which is exciting.
So much has happened this year because as the time of recording, it's February 1st.
I almost feel like the universe was like, you need to wait a second until you record your first episode of the year because a lot of shit has happened since.
Yeah. We also didn't really there's a lot more we could have expanded on, I think, in the last episode. Like personal stuff, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we left off and you were gonna go on your Georgia trip, I think.
That's true. I went to Georgia for my uncle's memorial. It was really nice. That's where I grew up, is Georgia. And so I went to see my adoptive dad and his wife. And yeah, Georgia was nice. I missed it. I missed the food there. I missed the scenery. I was reminded of how diverse it is. Diverse in like a different way than LA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like LA is very diverse, but it feels in a way more segregated here because, well, when I say LA, I mean like where we live, which is like, well, I live in the San Gabriel Valley.
Yeah.
Like outer LA area.
Mm-hmm.
And here it just feels like this city is Latino, this city is white, this city is Asian, this city is this. Whereas like where I grew up in Georgia, it was very integrated with all the different races. Yeah, so it was cool to go back and be reminded of that and appreciate it. I came home with a lot of snacks.
Yay! Like what?
We went to Buc-ee's, so I brought some like beef jerky and some pralines.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I had good barbecue while I was out there and a Waffle House, which I missed dearly.
I've never gone to a Waffle House. I've always wanted to.
Yeah.
Same.
It's nothing to write home about.
I know, but it's just like you hear about something so often. It's like before Cane's came to California, I would always see it online. I'd be like, damn, I really want to try Cane's.
Yeah. I forget that Cane's hasn't always been here.
Yeah.
Because in Georgia, we don't have Cane's. They have Zaxby's, which I think is way better just because they season their food a lot more than Cane's does. But yeah, so my trip was good. I got stained glass supplies for Christmas. So I've been working on that. That's like kind of my New Year's resolution is just to get good at it, I guess, and start selling pieces maybe.
You've been doing really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love seeing the updates on your Instagram story.
Yay.
You're so cute.
It looks really hard.
It is so hard, guys. Like a lot of people have asked me, like they'll reply to my stories and be like, oh my God, like how do you like doing this? I've always wanted to get into it. And I'm like I'm not saying don't do it, but have a lot of money because it's such an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
And have a lot of patience because it is so frustrating when you're like cutting a piece of glass to a specific shape and like the whole thing just shatters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to do it multiple times sometimes. And then soldering is like a whole other challenge. So it is not for the faint of heart, but it is a lot of fun. Now I understand why stained glass is so expensive. And even still, I don't think that they're like, I've looked on Etsy to see like how people are pricing their pieces. And I'm like, people should be charging way more than what they do because this shit is not easy and it's not cheap. The glass is like $15 per square foot.
Oh my God.
That's really expensive.
Yeah, and if you want multiple colors, of course, like I don't know. It's a
Yeah.
lot. But I'm having fun with it.
Can you use like any glass?
Yeah, you can use like window panes, you can use mirrors.
Well, like what if you were to, I guess they're not super flat, but like how there's like colored glass, like bottles?
I feel like you could use those for like mosaics if you wanted to like melt them down.
Yeah.
But you usually need a kiln for that to like flatten them, or you can use them. I mean, I guess you could figure out how to like solder like round pieces to other glass pieces. I don't know.
You can make Tiffany lampshades.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really hard, probably.
That is usually like a stained glass artist like a milestone. Like you'll get there eventually, but
Yeah.
it's like a bucket list thing.
Yeah.
I do want to learn how to do like the church window like paintings on stained glass. I think that would be really cool because like I'm not religious, but I think that shit is so pretty.
Yeah.
And maybe I could just do like neo versions of that. I think would be really cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Do like my cat or something. But yeah, what are you guys up to this new year?
Fighting for my life every day that I wake up.
So true.
This was the longest month of, I think, everyone's life.
Yeah,
January.
it felt like 4 months long.
Yeah. I feel like I've lived 3 lives since then, but we are a month closer to the wedding.
Yay!
And I'm like finally at a point where I'm like, I just think about that all day long.
Yeah.
So just that, and then, you know, grappling with the fact that like the world is burning around me.
I think about your wedding every day too.
I think about it every day, multiple times a day.
Lately,
So fun to hear.
I've been like, what shoes should I get? How should I do my hair?
Me too.
How should I do makeup? What earrings should I wear?
Yeah.
You know what I've been caught on? Do I have a purse?
Dude, I've been looking for a purse.
No, like how else would I
as a
carry my
bride?
shit around?
Yeah.
Oh, true.
I guess I can carry a clutch for you.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like I guess I'll just do what everyone else does and bring in a purse and leave it at the table.
Does your dress
Yeah.
not have pockets?
No.
Can they add pockets when they do like the tailoring? Like just for your phone, maybe, and like.
Honestly, the way the material is for the dress I would wear for the reception, no.
Oh, okay.
I'm so excited, you guys. I had a second fitting with that, and I got to like try it on and like for real see it.
Yay!
This was like after like I almost had a breakdown. I had to text Selena, like I was so confused on what this lady was trying to say to me.
Yeah, it was very confusing.
But I like got to see it on me. My mom forgot to take pictures because I tried it on with like the cowboy boots and everything.
Yeah.
It was basically done. She just has to like take it in a little more and then add the sleeves. And then
Sick.
next appointment is the real dress.
That's so exciting.
Cute.
So yeah, I've just been in wedding land.
It's very exciting. I've had a lot of fun like shopping for dresses. But then I've had like a lot of issues shopping for dresses.
Real.
Yeah.
I ordered a dress, it didn't fit. I returned it. I had a meltdown trying to return it. I returned it. And then I exchanged it for a different dress because that same dress in a different size wasn't in stock. So I got a different dress. The color was completely wrong.
So wrong.
Not as imagined, not as pictured on the website. The material, I thought it was going to be some like organza or chiffon or what do you call it? Like, what is that? Tulle, maybe? I don't even know. I don't know the difference between those.
Was it like
but,
mesh?
It was like swimsuit? Yeah, like maybe mesh? I don't
Or was it like neoprene type of swimsuit?
know. It was really thin and stretchy and
Just not flattering.
no, it was not like it was
It's giving Shein.
giving Shein. Thank
Yeah.
you. So
I know what you mean.
returned it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just gonna order the original first dress, but in a different size.
That is still very exciting to me.
I love that dress. It's so cute.
Thank you. I'm excited for your dress.
Me too. I still have to. Well, it can't be then. When are we recording next? What do we decide on?
Maybe Thursday or
This
Friday.
Thursday?
I think we say Thursday, but then you were like the family dinner. Does that matter?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can switch to Friday if I need to. I can do laundry on Thursday.
I'm doing BB's hair on Friday, so that would work.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my appointment's at 9:30.
Do you want to come later?
It's up to you. Like, whatever would work for... I just wanted to do all over black again, and then just a trim. I don't know how long that's going to take.
It'll probably take like 2 hours.
I won't be here until like 3.
We should push it back.
Okay. We can
Yeah,
do
you
later.
guys should sleep in.
What time are you thinking?
If you're coming at 3,
I won't get here until 3, yeah, because I'm not off till 2.
I want to do 12:30.
I can do 12:30.
I'll edit it right now before I forget.
12:30. Yeah, I'm getting a black refresh and then a haircut. I'm really excited about it. I think about it every single day. I'm just like, I need my hair to be just a teensy tiny little bit darker. And I want to do red streaks eventually, but I don't want to have red streaks for the pictures that we're going to take in the wedding.
I keep
That's
thinking
real.
about that. I'm like, is this really the hair color that I want at the wedding? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
You guys,
or
I'm
see
like-
how it looks with the dress.
Yeah.
True.
I'm like chomping at the bit to like do my hair, but I'm like, I need to just wait. There's
Yeah.
no point in doing anything to my hair because I'm gonna need to redo it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fading fine. Like, it's not.
No, it's fine, yeah, but like I miss having extensions, and then my hair is feeling very mousy right now. That's the only way I can describe it.
She's very mousy.
Don't say that like
You could do some overtone if you want.
I've been trying not to just do anything just to make it easier. I did.
Probably for the best.
I had like a rough day at work, and I cut my hair at work
Oh,
with children's scissors.
I mean, I haven't noticed, so
Basically, like these split ends were just like an inch longer, and I decided they didn't need to be anymore.
yeah. Cool with me.
It still looks dead, so you know.
She sent me pictures of her extensions that she's gonna wear for her wedding, and I am so excited.
Oh, I'll show Vivi the color right now.
Yay. I'm so excited. How long are they going to be?
Fucking long.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm not really like gonna do an updo for the wedding. I basically just want it down,
Yeah.
and so
I also don't want an updo, so I'm like not sure. Slay! The
So
title looks so
pretty.
cute.
yeah,
So rich.
very excited. It's gonna be like Auburn, guys.
It's like a red copper,
Yeah.
not too brown.
No.
Yeah. When I think Auburn, I think like copper brown.
Yeah. They were. I think I got copper and Auburn. Yay! Those were the colors.
So excited.
What have you been up to, Vivi?
I'm transferring to a new work location, so I'm throwing a going away party for myself. So I've just been planning that. I realized that I really love planning things, and I really like getting people together for something. Because I check my Partyful app like it's the news. When someone new like RSVPs, I'm like, I need to check it constantly. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm having like a karaoke night at a bar, and I'm inviting all my favorite people. So far, I have 22 people that are going. Some of them being managers, which I'm really excited about because I can't really hang out with my managers outside of work because it's against company policy unless someone is leaving. So I'm really excited to hang out with them outside of work.
Yeah.
It's very like kind of thrilling. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like what do you dress like outside of work?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite.
And it's I don't know if I love the location so far. I went to drop off my deposit because they have a refundable deposit just to like reserve seats, and then the day of you can get your cash back, or you can put it on a tab. Getting my cash back, but it was the vibes were kind of atrocious. But it was also a Thursday afternoon, it was 2 p.m. So like obviously the clientele there is going to be very different than like
Yeah.
in the nighttime, but it also just wasn't what I was expecting. So I'm kind of perusing other options. But it has to be on a Thursday. So I'm just like limited options because they do karaoke there every night. Yeah, I don't know.
That's tough.
Back in school again because I thought I was done, but I needed 4 more credits, even though I'm done with all the classes that I need, all the requirements. Yeah, just like really excited for something new. I just like was approaching being done with school, and having the same job, same location was kind of like making me insane. Yeah.
And there was like just Just enough drama to bother you.
Yeah, where like when I have a day where it's all my favorite people, I get so sad because I'm like, I don't want to leave yet. But then when I have a day where it's all not my favorite people in one day, I'm just like, I cannot wait to be fucking gone.
That's so real.
Yeah.
Wait, so what classes are you taking this year?
Right now I'm taking queer studies and theory of fiction and film because those are the ones that it sucks because most classes are 3 credits. So I had to take 2. I had to pay for 2 classes to be able to meet my requirement to graduate. But I'm excited about those classes. The only thing is one of them is on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. to 9:45 p.m. Kind of brutal.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, but right now it's my last semester of undergrad. I still haven't decided if I want to walk. But yeah, right now I'm in college to get my degree in English literature. For those who do not know, because I think I talk about school, but I don't think talk about exactly.
I don't think you ever mentioned.
You should walk.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I just feel so old. I'm just like, I feel like I should have done this a while ago already.
I personally didn't because at the time when I was graduating, they were not actually like calling names on the stage. It was just like people walking in a line.
Oh, that's lame.
And I was like, at that point, I'd rather take grad photos and go have a grad dinner with my friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is essentially what I ended up doing.
Mm-hmm.
Is like I had a dinner with my family and I think we all went to the bar one night or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was more fulfilling to me than honestly standing in the hot sun. So
That's how I feel. My parents want me to walk, but I'm also just, I kind of want to give them that because my brother didn't get to walk because he graduated in 2020. So like it was all virtual. But then I'm also just like, I don't care about these people. I haven't really made a ton of like great connections in my school program. Like they're fine people, but I'm not like, oh, I'm so excited to graduate with like my friends or something. So
I went through the similar thing. Like I was just like, I'm not like, I don't have enough people where I'm like, oh, I want to go celebrate with everyone who graduate. Like,
yeah,
but I do understand. I guess my thing is like, it was enough for my mom that I like let her have me walking my high school graduation.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to do that.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But I'm excited to be done with that and potentially look for other jobs. I am kind of bummed though, because if I knew that I needed to take classes this semester, I would have moved my schedule around. But my advisor told me that I would be fine. But I really wanted to take a screenwriting class, but I needed to take Intro to Cinema Arts, which is fall only. So I would have taken that last semester and then took another class this semester. I would have just moved stuff around. Because I do really want to learn how to do screenwriting as a format. I think that would be fun. But
we should see how much classes at the community college are. Maybe we'll become lifelong learners.
Honestly, yeah, because it's just like fun to learn how to do things, especially when it's related to things that I'm interested in. Like I really like writing. I would like to learn a different format of writing. But yeah.
I really want to learn graphic design, like actually like Photoshop or something. I just like something useful, you know?
It would be cool to know. Yeah, I agree. I wonder how different those classes are right now, like with AI being how present as it is. Like I wonder if they add that into the curriculum or how that works.
I don't think so because I feel like AI makes it so difficult for companies like to own their own property, I guess.
Yeah, because
You know
they
what I mean?
use everything that's uploaded onto the internet, basically.
And like at the end of the day, like a company wants a brand manager, and so they usually want that person creating from scratch.
I would hope so.
So I was reading into this, they really discourage digital graphic design when you're learning.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you do it if it's not digital?
It's just like more of like a sketching things out.
Yeah.
Like on paper first instead of like automatically like reaching for like an iPad or like a laptop.
Yeah.
Because the whole point is like you should be, like, you don't have to know how to draw. Like you should be able to concept your ideas on paper.
Yeah.
But is it graphic?
It's like, it's just, I don't know if it's like a pretentious thing for them. I find it a little bit, but it's like, it's almost like they storyboard what they're going to make.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
I'm more of like we're going to jump right in and we're going to evolve through it.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like I get it, but I also think it's a little bit stupid. Like for me specifically, one thing that I think is really annoying is for a lot of English lit profs, they don't let you use your laptop in class. Like that
pisses me off.
Right, with pencil on paper, pen on paper, where it's just like, I'm an adult that I pay to go to school here. I feel like I should be able to use my laptop to type what you're saying in class.
Yeah.
I also would take way more notes on my laptop. When I had to write them, I was like, I'll remember this.
Yeah, it's so much faster too. Like, I'm a faster typer than I am writing physically. And also, waste of paper. I'm never gonna fucking look at this again.
Also, can we just talk about, like, in college, like, teachers should not be, like, prohibiting you from doing things. I am paying to be here. If I want to spend the entire class on my laptop, I will do so.
Yeah, because they're either gonna pay attention or they're not, whether they're daydreaming or they're online scrolling on
Yeah.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just a hindrance to their own education.
Yeah.
At that point, as a professor, like,
That's not your problem.
yeah, they're either gonna learn or they're not. I don't know. That's how I feel with mandatory attendance. Like, I'm paying to be here.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean I fail if I miss 2 classes?
So bullshit. Anyways, yeah. I want to be a lifelong learner and, like, learn new things, but then also the financial aid stuff. I think I heard that they were pausing the pause that they were going to do on federal grants.
They
and
did.
scholarships and stuff.
The person in charge of, like, distributing, I think, the funds, or, like, the head of the guy,
Yeah.
was basically like, he can't do that. Like, he just physically, he can't pause that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because that impacts so many different kinds of people, like students, non-students, business owners.
That paused food stamps for people for, like, whatever it was, like 2 hours before they changed their mind.
I did see a Trump supporter crying about that, which I thought it was fake initially.
You get what you vote for.
Yeah, you also get what you don't vote for sometimes.
So
Clearly.
true.
True.
Didn't vote for that one. We're also in, like, this introductory episode. None of us voted for Trump, by the way. We're all very left leaning. I feel like if you have listened to this far, you probably understand that.
Yeah, we are conspiracy, leftist, communists, Donald Trump haters.
Yeah, radical.
all of the above. Anything you see on the internet and you're like, wow, that's so annoying, we're into it.
So true.
I'm a communist.
I think about that sometimes. I'm just like, I'm probably, like, so annoying to most people. Just like me and what I stand for, my beliefs. Love astrology, love socialism, love iced coffee. Young Gen Z.
Dude,
Probably the worst person you ever met.
within like
I feel the same way about myself.
within like 10 minutes of meeting someone, I will ask their birthday, and then I will somehow bring up politics so I can get a gauge on who they are.
Me too.
And then I'll probably crack a joke, and if you aren't with all of it, we're done.
So true.
Yeah. I'm a hairstylist, so I get into it real quick.
Yeah.
I did have a client the other day who gave me conservative vibes, and I was it was very eggshell vibes. I was like, I don't know how to talk to you because I was doing color, so I was with her for several hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I didn't want to make anything uncomfortable, because if it was just a haircut, I would have been like, whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was a first time client, and I was like, you strike me as potentially conservative.
Yeah. What gave you those vibes?
I don't know how to. I feel like my assumptions are not based on actual valid points.
Just say them.
She was pink in color. She
I do find that most Trump supporters that are white are usually pink leaning in tone.
yes,
There's no
Thank you.
factual basis for this,
Yeah.
but it's just an observation.
she
I'm
was.
feeling a little attacked.
I don't think that you're
You're
pink.
not that pink.
There
You're
are
more-
people whose skin is, like, literally pink.
You're
Not pink undertones. We're saying, like, pink skin.
me too, girl.
Like, on the face.
I'm wearing makeup right now.
I don't think I've ever looked at you and been like, Haley's pink.
Unless you were sunburnt,
Okay.
you're more blue cool toned.
I don't think
Not
I've ever
blue
seen
cool
you be
toned.
sunburnt either.
You've never seen me be sunburnt?
No.
Oh, maybe you just
She-
didn't notice.
Maybe.
You know when you
Because
just
we
like
went camping and we've gone to the lagoon and stuff. I don't know.
It's usually my nose. Like like the bridge. Who goes there?
it was Cassie and John.
Oh.
She was waving. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
You know when you just like look at a white lady and you're like,
You just know.
yeah. And when they're not like, when they don't allude themselves to how crazy the world is going on, it's like, you're doing great, aren't you?
Yeah, and it didn't feel like she was on eggshells either. It wasn't like her trying to gauge you. It was just
It felt like she was trying to gauge me. But I also think it came to her pretty quickly. Like, when you read my room, usually
very witchy.
What was
Yeah.
her makeup like? I feel like that's
Republican makeup.
yeah.
Like the
Like, did she have the sperm eyebrow?
sperm eyebrows. Yes.
I feel like probably along with the pink, but like I feel like that is a true telltale sign of a Republican.
Yep.
Yeah, it's also the like way too tan foundation and usually like a balayage.
Yeah. She had, what was her hair color? It was like light brown.
Also, this is like not us tearing apart someone's looks. It's just like
No, it's
cause and
just
effect.
observation. It's like when you look at someone who like you can tell is British by their makeup. It's just like I can tell that you voted for Trump by your makeup.
And you can tell that I'm a libtard because I have a septum piercing, and
You can tell by my sticker tattoos.
yeah, like
no, literally septum piercing.
we
dyed
can read
hair.
rooms. I understand that this sounds ridiculous that I'm, what is it, profiling this white lady and assuming that she's conservative, but I work with people every day, one on one, and my people let me know that they're my people real
Yeah.
quick. This lady, I spent like 4 hours with her, and by the end of the appointment, I was like, I still don't think you're my people. I don't really know. I
Yeah,
don't really like
Such a
this.
bummer.
How did she find you? Because like your page
Yelp,
is mostly
which is weird because I was like, I don't really use Yelp.
Yeah,
I like neglect my Yelp.
your Instagram is also like full of dyed hair people that are like alternative or they look like LGBT adjacent.
Yeah.
like, it usually just looks like cool people
Yeah.
and not what I would expect someone like that would go out of
Doesn't-
her way to go to.
Doesn't your bio say like queer?
I've changed it. For a while it said first and foremost free Palestine. I don't know what it says now. I think it says like punk haircuts or something like that.
I've always felt like you inherently give off left vibes, which is good.
Thank you. I just cut my bangs shorter today because I was like, is it not clear enough?
Yeah,
It just says alternative haircut specialist.
I feel like that's enough to know.
So
If it's
Yeah.
not all blondes, it's not for Republicans.
yeah. Read the room.
yeah, I agree. I would like to mention just for myself, I don't feel like my makeup looks the best today. So I'm not judging anyone else's makeup. We're just observing.
Yeah, just observations, you guys.
Yeah.
I understand that I can't always look my 100% best,
Yeah.
but I still think that at my worst, you would not assume that I am conservative.
No, never.
I won't go
you.
out there and say that every conservative has shitty makeup. I'm just saying it's a trend. I have obviously seen well done makeup, but I can still see the signs.
Yeah.
You know?
I think also the trend of makeup for conservatives still leans like it's not current. It reminds me it's either like 2016 like eyeshadow like vibes or just like
Clinique vibes.
yeah, or somewhere in between. Where-
Neutrogena.
yeah. Mary Kay, if you will.
Maybelline,
Yes.
Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I saw someone using that the other day on TikTok,
That's
Like,
crazy.
unironically.
and all the comments were like, "Get that artifact out of your hand immediately."
Yeah.
They don't. I don't think they sell it anymore.
At this point
That
there's
was
like
probably
lead
expired.
in that.
Huh?
At this point there's like lead in that.
Probably, yeah.
Like you have lead poisoning.
I was just
Go get
talking
that
to Ethan
checked.
about like I wonder what like this generation's like nitrates are gonna be. Remember when like all the moms were like the nitrates in the Lunchables,
It's got to be microplastics.
right?
Microplastics.
Yeah.
I just feel like adults aren't freaking out like that. Like how my
Seed
mom.
oils.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Sunflower seed oil.
Mm.
My mom was crazy. Always talking about nitrates.
What are nitrates?
They're like naturally occurring in deli meat, but I don't know. Something about them could be bad. Some of them could cause cancer.
Girl, what doesn't?
No,
exactly.
literally. My brother sent me like we got a bundt cake for my mom's birthday, and he sent me like a sign from Nothing Bundt Cake that said like this ingredient can cause cancer in the state of California, da da da. And I was like, literally everything gives you cancer. I'm gonna have bundt cake for my mom's birthday. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fuck am I supposed to do?
I thought that was really strange when I first moved here. Like all the fast food restaurants always had like that plaque on the wall that said like, oh, these foods could cause cancer. I'm just like, whoa, like they put it like right in front of your face. That's crazy.
Yeah, at this point we're just like, I just tune it out. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
What were we talking about before I mentioned my conservative client?
I don't know.
I think we were talking about the state of the world.
I don't know. Maybe where you were just introducing like your.
We were talking about how like when we talk to people, first of all, how we're annoying, and then how when you talk to people, we like get this information immediately.
And we were talking about how we're clearly not conservatives ourselves.
Yeah, we're kind of doing like a get to know us again. So
yeah.
Vivi, do you have the cues?
You know what? I forgot my iPad.
Okay.
I have a general idea of some of the questions that I asked. But
why don't we all ask questions?
Yeah. Do you want me to start with one of the ones we already answered in the past?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One that I remember. Oh wait, one that maybe we should introduce are again on us being annoying. What is our MBTI and also what's our like sun moon rising?
Do you want to go first?
Fun. Sure. My MBTI is INFP, so that's introverted, intuitive, feeling, perceiving, I want to say. And then I'm Scorpio sun, Virgo moon, Sag rising.
Love it. I'm an INTJ. So introvert, intuitive, thinking, and judging. Otherwise known as the architect. And I'm a Scorpio sun and rising and a Leo moon.
I am also an INTJ, so what she said. I'm an Aries sun, Scorpio moon, and a Virgo rising.
We just kind of like rotate our signs like throughout the chart. Yeah, they just kind of move around.
This is a Scorpio energy podcast.
It really is.
Scorpio with a lot of Virgo too, because I have a Virgo Mars. So we all have Virgo placements.
Yeah, I also have Virgo Venus and another Virgo placement somewhere else, but I don't remember exactly where.
My midheaven.
I think so.
I know this is weird to say, but like, I really cherish my Virgo placements.
Me too.
I don't know why. I'm like, oh, my little baby.
They're very grounding.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I feel like that's the bitch in charge, you know?
It really is.
She's, what is it? Joy in Inside Out?
Yeah, I can see that.
The Virgo is Joy. Yeah, sure.
Isn't Joy kind of in charge?
Yeah, I would say that she's in charge. I think most people who have Virgo placements, though, usually say that it's like their anxiety-inducing.
Oh, it's 100% my anxiety that leads me.
Do you think that your Inside Out character... Have you seen Inside Out 2?
I have not seen 2, but I know I'm anxiety.
Yeah. Anxiety is so cute.
Dude. Anxiety is me. I am anxiety.
I feel like the whole podcast is disgust.
Yes, I am disgust.
Yeah.
I watched Inside Out 2. It was actually really good. I liked it better than the first one.
Maybe I'll watch it. It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a ton of new cartoons that I love, but I'll give it a chance.
I want to watch Wicked again.
I still haven't seen it.
We have to do a viewing party, perhaps.
Cassie would love that.
We'll have food. Yay, that would be fun.
Yeah. That would be cool. Who was that? Oh, that was Ethan. They're so cute. They're like little Boy Scouts.
Yeah, we're
They're little ducks following each other.
Who's the mama duck? Who's the baby duck?
They trade off.
Ethan's the mom duck.
Who's the mama duck and who's the baby duck? Because you guys were just like in a line walking.
I think Ethan's probably the mama duck. It depends on the activity. It's definitely falling into the garage.
That's pretty funny. We're at Rizzo's house right now, and so the boys are playing while we record.
Yes. I like when all 5 of us are here because then no one's in a rush to go anywhere until me and Vivi miss our cats.
Yeah.
I already miss Try. I always miss Try.
We all have like kind of our people here, you know?
We usually also end our podcast pretty, like we wrap it up because we're usually hungry. But we just ate. So one, I'm feeling sluggish and full.
Yeah.
and there's no rush to finish this episode. So,
Exactly.
We'll end it when we're starting to crave a sweet treat because we decided we're getting ice cream after this.
that's true. Or when we're just like, ugh, we've been doing this too long.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get tired of the sound of my voice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to single anyone out, but I think perhaps we could do also a least favorite sign in being annoying and talking about astrology. I was having this conversation with my friend who's a Leo because I was telling her she's like the only Leo that I like. Because we were talking about other Leos in our lives that like me and her that we like both know mutually. And I was like, you are like more grounding, like you have other placements that offset that. However, there are many Leos that I meet that are like way too aggressive off the bat and they want to get to know you and they're like, you're my best friend now. Like, and I'm just like, you don't fucking know me. Like, step back.
This is actually really funny because in a previous episode, we talked about like some of our like just we've had like some bad experience with like Leos in general.
Mm-hmm.
My friend Natalie texted me and was like, not me hearing you talk shit about Leos on the pod.
Is she a Leo?
Yeah, and I was like, I completely forgot because she is also a type of Leo that is like kind of like grounding.
Yeah.
Like she very much, I told her, I was like, you give off earth sign vibes. Like, I'm sorry.
That's how I feel with my friend Hope, if you're listening. But like sometimes she'll be talking to me or I'll be talking to her and she'll literally be like, you need to like you're up here, you need to be here. Like, because I get very irritable and I get really annoyed and she'll be like, I can clock when you're like being a little bit too much. And I'm like, please let me know. So it brings me down to earth a little bit. But like there's a lot of Leos that I meet that are so awesome. If you are a Leo listener, this probably isn't about you whatsoever. You probably have the self-awareness to not make everything about you. I'm sorry. I've been dealing with Leos at my work where I'm just like, sometimes I talk to them and I'm just like, not everything can be about you. Like, step off.
Yeah.
As a Leo moon, that's real.
Yeah. Having a Leo placement is okay. Having a Leo sun is fine if you have like other placements that balance that. But if you're very Leo heavy, like I meet you and I'm usually annoyed by you.
Mm-hmm.
I would give a lot to have any type of Leo placement because like I am so never self-confident.
Yeah.
Like I don't believe in anything I do and that's why I don't really have a hobby.
That's
Aw,
sad.
that is really sad.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
As a Leo moon.
Yeah.
It's just like I was talking to somebody about this and I was like, I have a really hard time making any decisions on my own because I need someone else to validate like what I thought was the best.
Okay, but you have fire signs.
I guess I'm kind of just, I feel like I'm a crybaby about a lot of stuff.
But I feel like Aries also kind of has that like me first or like me.
I do it in like a
Pay
mean,
attention to me.
aggressive way though, not like a confident way.
Mm,
I'm out here being like slimy. I'm like hitting people in their knees, you know?
you know, you're self-aware. And I don't know what that means.
Going for someone's knees is like just like a cheap shot, basically.
No, but I mean, like, I don't know if being self-aware is a good thing or a bad thing, but you're self-aware, so I'll give you that.
I think we're all
Yeah.
self-aware.
I actually don't know how I'm perceived.
Really?
Yeah. Me neither. I think about that a lot because some people, I was telling one of my friends that people were talking shit about me and she was like, but you're so sweet. And I was like, am I?
Yeah.
It's really hard for me to envision you doing something for someone to like be like, oh my God, I can't believe she did that.
Yeah, like out of malice. I wouldn't do something
Yeah.
to hurt somebody else, which I get. But sometimes I'm just like, I don't know how people perceive me.
I guess I don't really either because there's people who will perceive me as like a fiery person and there's people who
Yeah.
are like, that is the quietest person I know.
Mm,
Yeah.
This happened at work.
you are both to me.
Literally someone was on the phone with my coworker who was across from me and was like, oh, like tell Haley I said this. And she was like, I'm not telling Haley, like you said that, like she's fiery, I'm afraid of her. And I guess on the phone he was like, no, she's so quiet. And I'm like, see, like no one really knows me.
No.
Yeah. You're multifaceted.
Yeah, we all are, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm like the guy in Split.
Patricia.
You just have a lot of friends inside.
The voices.
The voices.
Yeah, those are our signs.
Yeah, that's
I
that.
am engaged to a Pisces sun, a Libra moon, and a Sag rising.
Yeah, I only remember that we have the same rising. I always forget his moon though.
I know it's a Libra because I was so disgusted by the Libra moon.
Yeah, it's a very slutty placement. It's a very slutty sign. No hate to Libras, but y'all are very like flirty and flighty.
Mm-hmm.
I do
And
have
backstabby.
I have a favorite Libra male, and that's your guys' little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
He's like not at all a Libra. He's so sweet.
It's weird because when you read about Libras, it's all like peace, love, and harmony, and justice, and diplomatic, and then
That's so him though. Like
yeah, exactly.
He's
So
pure.
like he is so Libra by the book, but like usually when you meet Libras, they're so backstabby and
Yes.
so conniving and two-faced.
yes, like they will turn on you in a second.
But I have had a lot of very close Libra friends that I've had falling outs with, and then
Yeah.
usually make back up with them. So for me, it's like a love-hate. It's a very complicated relationship, and I have a Libra Venus.
Mhm.
So
Does that feel? Do you feel like you have an internal like dilemma, like between yourself? Are there parts of yourself that you fight with?
I don't know. I really like that placement for me because like Libra is ruled by Venus, so I feel like it's it's at home there. She's in a good place.
Yeah.
But I do feel like when I was still dating, like all I wanted in life was like just to find my soulmate.
I remember, like not too long after my last breakup, you were like, "I don't want you to be single. Like, I want you to find somebody." And you were like, "It's my Libra Venus in you that wants you to like be with somebody."
I just love love.
But I thought that was really funny.
I think my least favorite signs are Geminis. Not counting my mom. For a while I was like, Geminis because of my mom, but like there's
Yeah.
been a lot of instances with Geminis, particularly women, that have made me like just kind of not have a good time.
Yeah.
Also Capricorn women
Oh,
and Aries men.
Aries men are a big one for me.
that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I love Geminis because they're very chaotic and fun. I do think every Gemini that I've ever met in my life, though, is like batshit insane for a variety of reasons, for different reasons. The different Geminis I've met. Yeah. One of our ops is more famous than us, and we have a little bit of
To be clear,
an internal dilemma.
we don't think about them. It popped up on my For You page, and then I was just a little intrigued, so I peeked around and noticed. Okay,
That's crazy.
I don't think about this person anymore. It's not a forefront op, just in the background.
Guys,
It's just in the background.
That's a second op. That's TikTok famous.
Yeah, what the? We are. It's
Wait.
us.
Low key, we have ops in the Pacific Northwest.
Wait, we do.
We can't move there.
Fuck.
Damn it. We colonized it.
We also have ops here, though. Let's be so for real.
You know where we don't have ops? The East Coast.
Hey.
True. I feel like more recently, I wasn't really aware of this before, but I think more recently I've been thinking about how I have ops, where I'm just like, a lot of people like really don't fuck with me, and I'm just like, it really just like clicked recently.
That's like another example of like you don't know how you're perceived. Well,
Yeah.
I guess you know that they don't like you, but like
A lot of them, I think, are by association, where like I will have a falling out with somebody, or like me and somebody will not get along, and so they're like, I don't like this person because of that. And one, grow up.
I'm gonna say something kind of sad, I guess. I saw a video on TikTok the other day talking about how, basically talking about how sometimes, like, when you've grown up together, like, you'll be like, oh, I miss her, and like, people in the comments are like, oh, like, yeah, like, she used to text me pictures of us, like, when we were little, like, childhood best friends, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And all I could think about was how I've never had a friend that, like, I've grown apart from ever reach back out to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it me?
yeah.
And I'm like, am I doing something where people, once they leave my life, I make it so they can't get back in? Like, is it my fault? Because I do like doing that.
What do you mean?
I do like cutting people completely out of my life.
Yeah.
But also, like, I wouldn't mind someone thinking about me.
I think
Maybe-
you just have strong boundaries.
Yeah.
And that's scary for some people.
Yeah, I guess.
I think one thing too, there's a difference I think between like a falling out and like a growing apart. Do you feel like you've leaned more like do you like grow apart from people and it just sort of fades out, or do you think like you cut people off?
Childhood friends was grown apart for sure because like schools got switched around.
Yeah.
High school friends were definitely falling out.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty normal for high school.
Well, I talked about it. It was like a whole thing because like I wanted to leave school.
Yeah. And then they like kind of did you dirty, right?
They just like didn't give a shit about my mental health, which I made a really strong boundary, so I understand. And I don't want these people to ever reach back out to me.
Yeah. I think when I think about stuff like that, I think about one time I got lunch with like a girl that I was really, really, really close with, like a year or two after we stopped hanging out. I got lunch with her and I was just like, I don't think I'm ever going to do that again.
I did the same thing.
I did the same thing.
Where like sometimes you grow apart for good reason and you don't want them to come back, but like you'll see them on Instagram and it's like it's fine.
Yeah, like I still wish her happy birthday. She wishes me happy birthday.
Yeah,
And that's it, and that's okay.
yeah. In those instances, I think about those things where it's like it's okay to cherish those memories and love that time with that person, but sometimes you just
If all you have in common is the past, that doesn't mean you have to be friends.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just started thinking deep thoughts about my ex-best friend.
This is how I felt the other night.
I'm like, damn, this makes me sad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also like, maybe it was supposed to be my responsibility to be the one to reach back out, you know? Like, maybe I was the one that set the hard enough boundary where it should have been me and I didn't, you know?
I see.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just
do you
not
feel
that,
like it's too late now?
I'm not that type of person, which I know sounds like so stupid to be like, I'm not that type. I don't like being the person to reach out because I usually feel like then it's like a one-sided friendship where I care more.
Well, if you're the one that pushed them away.
I know it's my fault.
But, okay. I see what you're saying.
Anyways.
Yes, okay. Signs that I don't like. Okay, so here's the thing, is I used to find beauty in every sign. And, like, I still see beauty in every sign. But I used to say, like, oh, like, there's no particular sign that, like, I really hate. But the older that I get, I think I just hate everyone.
Yeah.
So, Drew.
Everyone is irritable.
Everyone irritates me for their own reasons. But I guess the ones that are the most annoying to me is I guess Leo and what else? What else is there? Maybe Sagittarius. I don't really know. Also, I have met a lot of Scorpios that I don't really like. Obviously not BB,
Yeah.
but like I don't know. I feel like I keep coming into contact with people of my own sign, and then like looking like my current boyfriend is a Scorpio, and he's my best friend, obviously.
Yeah.
But I have also dated another Scorpio, and he was like the worst thing to ever happen to me. And there are just like other examples in my life of Scorpios that I'm just like, damn, like sometimes we are not good people.
Yeah.
And I do see why people hate Scorpios. And I also see why people hate Geminis. We are the two most hated signs, and sometimes for valid reasons.
Yeah.
I did just realize I don't really get along with Virgos as much as I like my own Virgo placements.
Yes.
I don't like bitches who think they're in control.
It's a power imbalance.
It is.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Not every time, but a lot of times when I've had friendships with people with Virgo suns, it usually hasn't worked out, mostly because there's a lot of like anxiety and like controlling behavior that I just like cannot really like get behind. I'm thinking about one person in particular. Yeah.
Anyone that we know?
No, but I'm thinking about one Virgo friend that I had like right before I met you guys, and we had a trip to Yosemite. We went to her parents' house. They had a house out in Yosemite. And just being around this person was very anxiety inducing. She had a lot of money anxiety that like would transfer over to me. Where like we she like budgeted the whole trip like to the dime, and so we ended up buying a few additional things, which you do when you're on vacation. Like I think she didn't account for alcohol and like some other stuff, which was a little bit more expensive out there. I think we ended up spending like $40 total on alcohol, but there was like each it would have been like $10, and she was like throwing a fit about spending $10, and I was just like, I have the opposite of money anxiety, where when people freak out about having to spend money, I'm like, I will pay for you to shut the fuck up. Like, don't, like, oh my God.
I'm gonna start freaking out about money more. I'm kidding.
But it just like, it made me like realize the different values that we had, I guess, where like I can't really nickel and dime somebody, but she was like that kind of person.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, where it just feels like very, what's the word? Like, everything is like a service and an exchange. It's not just like, I got you, you got me. Like, it feels weird.
Yeah.
Transactional.
Yes, very transactional. So that was my last experience with the Virgo. I've had a lot of really great like Virgo people in my life. I haven't really gotten like super, super deep with them. This isn't me like shitting on Virgos, but just observations. This ended up being more of us talking about astrology than anything.
I mean, it's about us.
It's all about us.
You're
True.
learning about us.
It's gonna be get to know us again.
Mm. Okay. We're not going anywhere with that.
Someone
trying
else
to
was saying
think.
something.
Okay. You are engaged to my brother, Haley.
Mm-hmm.
Your wedding is in April.
Yes.
Vivi and I are bridesmaids. I'm the maid of honor.
Correct.
Very exciting. I also have a partner. His name is Jacob. We've been together for a while, over a year.
Mhm.
And he is in a band called Othiel. They're like a screamo. Maybe actually they're changing their sound pretty soon. I think they're going for like more like post-hardcore. But yes, what else? I'm trying to think of things that are interesting about me.
I think that you're an interesting person. You do art. You do, well, not, you don't do tattoos for pay anymore, but like it was a thing that you did for a while. You do hair.
I'm getting back into it this
Yeah.
year.
Oh, I saw that you posted. You're gonna work at a shop like on based by appointment.
In LA.
So exciting.
So I do tattoos. I play a little bit of bass guitar. One of my goals is to get better with that this year. Like I said, I do hair. I've been doing hair for like 10 years. I paint and draw, and now I do stained glass.
Hell yeah.
I have a lot of things, a lot of hobbies. Oh, and I like reading books now. That is like my new thing. I like reading books and I like listening to books.
Did you not like that before?
It was, I couldn't find books that were about things that I cared about. Like, I feel like in middle school and high school, I liked reading novels, but as an adult, I'm like, I don't care about this shit. But I like leftist politics, and I like learning, and I like knowing what I'm talking about when it comes to politics.
Yeah.
So I've been reading some history, and sometimes like I'll listen to like audiobooks. Right now I'm reading Howard Zinn's The People's History of the United States. And it is the history of the United States, but it's kind of from like the perspective of the oppressed, all the different types of oppressed people throughout the history of the United States. It's really good. And then I'm also listening to a few different audiobooks. One of them being, what is it called? Hold on. Something about fascism. How fascism works, the politics of us and them.
Pretty relevant stuff.
It is very relevant. And even though the subject matter is like kind of a scary concept, like it, like listening to the book doesn't really give me anxiety.
That's
it
good.
just validates everything that's happening, and just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So
There's a lot of leftist literature that you might like if you don't like reading novels, because it kind of deals with like stories that you might be interested in. I took, again, on us being really annoying, I took a class called Radical Protest Literature.
Cool.
And it was really cool. I read a lot of novels that were really, really interesting and feel really relevant right now. I can give you recommendations if you would like to
Yes,
read fiction.
please. I'm open.
Yay.
Okay. Tell us about you, Vivi.
I currently right now I just work retail while I'm in school. I've been in school for a very, very long time. I'm a non-traditional student, I would say, because I'm 25. But yeah, I've done none of my family like really went to college, so I didn't really know what to do after high school. And I also didn't really I like barely graduated high school. I like did not do very well. My mental health was not very great at the time. So I was just sort of in community college for a while, just taking GEs. And right now I'm almost going to graduate, so I'm pretty excited about that. I read a lot. I write a lot. I always find like new little craft hobbies to do. I don't really have like one solid craft per se, but like sometimes I'll do like right now I'm trying to cross stitch one of my like Trader Joe's tote bags.
I love cross stitch.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about it. I'm adding like pool balls onto them. And
Cute.
I kind of want to add like some dice and like very traditional like
Yeah.
cross stitch stuff.
I think cross stitching is the easiest way for anyone to get into like any type of embroidery.
I agree. I have been cross stitching for a while. I haven't really been doing it actively, but like since Tumblr days, like 2014, it used to be like peak artsy to have like the cross stitch ring with the cross stitch like fabric inside of it hanging on a wall.
Yeah.
My fifth grade teacher, like she did that for all the girls during lunch.
That's so sweet.
That's really sweet. Sometimes when I was in the 4th grade, I would have lunch with my teacher.
Oh, I did that a lot.
It was so fun. I loved my teacher. Sometimes I think about her like quite a bit.
You guys make me feel more normal.
What do you mean?
Like I have similar experiences and it just makes me feel more normal.
Yeah. Like eating dinner or eating lunch with your
Just
teacher.
loving my teacher so much.
Yeah. I think about her sometimes because I've always loved reading, which is why I think I started doing English lit. 'Cause I used to think I was going to be a teacher, and then now I'm not so sure because kind of not a great place to make your money or survive. But I really loved reading since I was a kid, and I would read the Harry Potter books with her, and she would like quote unquote compete with me. Obviously, she was reading more than I was, but she would always let me win. So in one of the Harry Potter books I have, it's I think I want to say it's Order of the Phoenix. No, it's Half-Blood Prince. I have like an inscription from her like from 4th grade, and it's really, really cute. It's at my parents' house though, so I don't really like look at it, but her name was Miss Ortiz. She was very nice. Sometimes she would buy me McDonald's.
Sweet.
But yeah, I used to be like a teacher's pet growing up. What about you guys?
Oh yeah, I would beg to grade like other kids like quizzes when I finished early, and
That's
she
so
let me.
funny.
I loved all my teachers. I am very grateful to say that like school was always a safe space for me.
Yeah, I would say so too. There was 2 teachers, especially in my 4th and 5th grade classes. There was another one. His name was Mr. Rizzo. He
Oh, that's funny.
was he was like so cool. One of his walls was like a whole library. Like it was like top to bottom, like just books.
What? Was it
from-
onesie or twosies?
Just one, to my knowledge.
That's my deal.
To my knowledge, I remember it being like the whole wall, but I was also like a child, so maybe it wasn't like the whole wall. But I remember in his class I would read what's the Lemony Snicket? Series of Unfortunate Events.
Yes.
I also love that one. I tried to go back and reread it like 5 or 6 years ago, and it's very simple. I forget like how simple of writing it is for a kid's book.
I definitely hid in books when I was little.
Yeah. I used to love reading for that reason. It's just like fantasy is so exciting when you're a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I ran out of books in the library that were like at my reading level or above. You know when they like tested you on that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so that I just got to start going to like the real library, and I could just pick out my own books.
I loved going
big
to the
kid
public
section.
library.
Yeah, the big kids section. Oh, I want to be a
cute.
kid again.
It was so exciting. My favorite day of the year was always the Scholastic Book Fair. It was so exciting.
fun.
Yeah.
I had never had any money for it.
Same.
Yeah.
I just feel like we all grew up in like such a time where like in your childhood, like everyone was just telling all the kids that you were going to do great things.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything felt so positive. I know I was a kid, but like,
Yeah.
and obviously I know like the recession happened and all of that business in 2008, but I don't know. It felt different. The world felt different.
Mm-hmm.
It did. Yeah.
Everything felt magical.
Yeah.
I do miss that like wonder
Mhm.
and having the imagination. Sometimes I think about things that I thought about when I was a kid and I was like, girl, you were like fucking crazy. Like what were you thinking about as a child?
Yeah, me
I think
too.
this is in
Like
the
the
lost,
fears.
the Lost Files, but we talked about how,
The Lost Files.
like it was really hard for me to like make up stories about my like dolls and stuff,
Yeah.
Mm.
and you guys were like total opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my dolls had baby daddies, they had lives, they had careers, like
They had sex.
they were fully developed like adult women in my brain, like my dolls.
Yeah.
This just goes back to me not having enough confidence to think I was doing it right.
That's so you didn't have enough confidence to have imagination. That's so sad.
Yeah, I've been anxious since I came out the womb, dude.
Yeah. It's all your Virgo placements.
I was just vibrating in the womb, just anxious.
Just
Poor
waiting to come out.
thing.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm better now.
That's good. Medicated now.
I'm glad you feel like you're better, Haley.
I'm glad you feel like you're better. I'm gonna go kill myself now.
That's like when you put on your best outfit and someone's like, I love your confidence.
I'm glad you feel pretty. Just kidding. No. I don't know. I feel like you're still anxious, but
You would hate to know me in middle school and high school.
I don't know. I feel like we could have been friends.
I think we
Even
would have
back
bonded
then.
over just not feeling happy.
Yeah.
We both would have been like the quiet kids in class for sure.
I loved making a quiet friend because as much as I love like my talkative friends, I loved having a friend where we could just be quiet with each other and like no one was upset that we were being quiet.
Yeah. And they always just felt like a safe space.
Yes.
I was not a teacher's pet, but I was the quiet kid. So like the teachers always liked me, but I wasn't like going above and beyond to like help them, or
Yeah.
I was kind of just like there.
You were a good kid.
I was a good kid. I was afraid of getting in trouble because I was terrified of my dad growing up. So if I got in trouble at school, I was afraid that I would get in trouble at home,
Oh.
which then I found out that's probably like not even true because one time there was this kid on the school bus in Georgia. We rode school buses.
They have them here too.
Whatever. I feel like no one uses them. But there was this kid and he kept like kind of harassing me. He would like tease me and like kiss his hand and then touch my arm with it.
Ew.
And so I beat him up.
That's pretty sick.
And then he was like, that didn't hurt. So I would like punch him harder. And then he would keep saying, that didn't hurt. And so I would punch him even harder.
I love that you're motivated by spite. That's really funny to me.
So I just beat the shit out of this kid. And then my bus driver told the school principal on me, even though I was like the one being harassed in the first place.
Yeah. It's usually how it goes.
Yeah. And they tried giving me 3 days of in-school suspension. But then my dad like called the school and like raised hell and was like, you're not going to fucking suspend my kid when she was the one who was being basically sexually harassed.
Yeah.
So he stood up for me. And then I realized where I stood with him. And I was like, as long as I'm justified in what I do, like,
Yeah.
we're chilling. So yeah. I don't know why I told you that story, but
It was relevant.
I was also very afraid of authority.
Yeah, me too.
Did not like getting in trouble. I didn't like getting called out in class. Getting called on, forget it.
yeah.
No matter how much I knew.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
literally. Even if you knew the answer, it was so anxiety inducing as a kid.
Yeah.
I hated, oh my God, do you remember Socratic seminars?
No.
I
It
think
was
so.
this horrid thing where they basically made the whole class move their desks into a circle and you had to participate like a certain amount of times and say a certain amount of things to get full credit. As a shy kid trying to jump into a debate, was fucking horrific in high school.
That's sad.
I hated it. That is part of the reason I think that I hated high school so much is like the amount of participation that was required of me was like ruining my life.
Yeah.
Damn.
I like moving in silence, you know?
Yeah. That was the worst, especially when you didn't have a friend in that class.
Yeah.
It was the worst when you had to have a group and like you didn't have a friend and it was like, just make one on your own.
I will say I did meet all of my college friends because the first group project that we had, we all got in together. And that was, it made me, it like just gave like Sister of the Traveling Pants vibes. It was a really fun time.
Cute.
Yeah. That is cute.
Sometimes I wish I went to college just for the social aspect.
Yeah, sometimes I wish I'd like went to dorm somewhere to like go to a 4-year school because I don't really have like solid friendships with the people that I met in community college or university. Like I sometimes have them on Instagram.
I only made it out with one, so like don't feel too bad, guys. Love you, Natalie.
Did you guys ever get paired with the noisy kid because you were so quiet?
Always, and I always had a crush on him.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I feel like the noisy kid always teased me.
See, I took that tease as he liked me back.
I think usually it is when you're like a kid because they don't really know how to like flirt with you or be nice to you.
Yeah.
That is what my mom always said. She was like, if he's teasing you, he has a crush on you.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't believe you, but okay.
All the kids that would like tease people in school, they're the ones with the sense of humor now.
That's
Yeah.
true. I have moved away from like where I grew up, so like I don't know where my school bullies are or like the class clowns are or even like my friends. I have no idea where they are in life now.
I don't really have an interest, I guess.
Yeah.
Which sounds mean.
I don't think so.
Like,
No.
and that's not to say I don't follow people from like high school. It's just like, honestly, it's kind of some random bunches where I'm kind of just like, we followed each other for a while. You were in and out of my life like a lot, not in like a serious way. And I'm kind of just like, let's just keep up.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Not significant enough to check in on you, but also like you make me feel real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make me remember that I existed in another time.
Yeah.
I don't like thinking about that. Like, I don't like thinking about my life before, like, I'll say 2020.
Isn't it weird to think that some people still view you the same way as they last saw you like 6 years ago?
Yeah, because I think about when I see people that I haven't seen in years, and the only picture of them that I have in my head is what they looked like when they were 15.
Yes.
And I'm just like, this is what you look like as an adult now. That's crazy. Now you're like married with a kid.
And you're still fucking annoying.
I don't really have a desire to know people back then. But then I also just like, you know, so much life has happened since then. I don't really, like, it's not personal. It's just, I don't know.
I don't
really
have
care.
it in me to like bring someone up to speed right now. That's just
No.
right now though.
This is us bringing our listeners up to speed on our lives.
Yeah, you are the lifelong friend we haven't caught up with in a while.
One
You're
day,
listening.
one day we will be able to do a real tell-all of all the shit that you never got to hear. One
It's
day,
going to be so juicy. Please stay tuned.
as soon as we hit 1 million followers.
So true. Here, having a million people listen to like our shit would be like so weird. It would feel so invasive, even though we're the ones that's publishing it. It's like, what do you mean you know this about me? It's so weird.
Yeah. By the time that happens, it would be so long in the past that like a tell-all would just be fun for us.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be like, why do you care to know about me and my past?
I love giving people lore.
Yeah.
Like there's a certain piece of lore that like when someone in my life, like I meet someone or like they don't know about it, I love getting to tell it from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting. It's kind of exhilarating a little bit.
Yeah.
Ethan got to do it again to another coworker. Oh my god, he was
Oh,
so
good.
excited. And
Good,
obviously
good.
on his side.
I think it's so funny that he pretends like he doesn't live for the drama, but he loves to tell the story.
All men do that.
Loves the dramas.
All men are like, they pretend that they're not involved, but they like to hear it
Mhm.
and they like to talk about it.
I've been doing this thing where Ethan's kind of been like, he'll be like, be dramatic for a second. He'll just like get like a little grumpy, and I'll be like, no dramas, dude. No dramas. And he'll like keep getting mad, and I'm like, Ethan, no dramas. No dramas.
My favorite is calling men diva when they're being divas.
Okay, diva.
Okay, diva.
Chill, diva.
I like that. That's a good one.
I love saying diva down.
Diva down.
Diva down.
Diva down.
I
The
tell
divas are down.
Jacob all the time that he is part of the sassy man apocalypse, and he loves that.
Absolutely, he
Him
is.
and Ethan are spearheading that movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely they
wear
are.
it so proudly.
My thing that I like to say is my type is men that look like they used to be on a leash backpack as a kid.
That
even if that's not the
100%
case-
is your type.
Even if it's not the case, it's just like that's the energy that they have.
Think about it, Elena.
Just think about it.
Yeah.
Just think about it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe it's like the quiet kid looking for like, you know, the person to like pull you out of that.
I think you have a touch of like ADHD, and so you love when
Absolutely, I do.
the man has a little bit more.
Absolutely, I do. Whenever I
Because you don't need someone checking on you, being like, "Did you do this?"
Oh, absolutely not. I would punch them in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I think I have ADHD, I think about how I feel when I'm on Adderall, and I'm just like, I need to do this more often.
Yeah.
This actually feels like I need to, like, I feel focused.
Just feel like it's good for my brain.
Yeah, but I don't know how to tell my doctor and be like, anytime I do Adderall, like, I feel normal.
I think you can tell him.
They will listen and not judge.
I don't know if that's true. I think the way that I've done Adderall is a crime, technically.
Speaking of we listen, we don't judge. I saw two sisters do one, and one of them is like, "Remember when you asked me if I like that outfit or that outfit? I picked the one that I didn't like as much because I wanted to wear the other one."
Rude.
That's crazy.
Insane.
That
to
was
admit.
sabotage.
Insane.
So
to admit.
selfish.
That is really selfish.
I would never trust that person again.
Never in my life.
I keep zoning out, guys.
Me
This
too.
always happens whenever we eat
Mhm.
before recording.
But then we were so hungry before. Like, we couldn't not eat.
We
No, I
yapped
know.
too much prior to eating.
It's okay. We have questions. We just haven't really, like, focused on them.
I remember my favorite one is, what's your go-to gas station order?
Yeah. So if you're at a gas station and you can pick one beverage, one sweet treat, and one savory, like, snack, what are you getting?
It's some type of soda. It ranges from Coke Zero, Diet Coke, Cherry Coke, or root beer, or Dr. Pepper. Kind of in that dark soda realm.
Yeah.
A sour. Usually, lately it's been sour Skittles, and then obviously a sweet. And lately that's actually been M&Ms. I've been feeling very classic lately.
Classic or nutty? Do you know?
Classic. In all honesty, minis if they've got them.
I do love the minis, especially the ones that come in like the little plastic tubes.
Yes.
I used to love the pretzel M&Ms. I don't know if they still have them.
I've never tried them.
I fuck
They
with
were
the
fire.
caramel ones too.
I've never had those.
So good.
Those plastic tubes that the mini M&Ms come in, they are perfect for holding quarters if you do coin laundry.
So true.
I like a dark soda too. I like root beer and Dr. Pepper, but I wouldn't get it from the gas station per se. I'm an Arizona green tea, Chester's hot fry, or hot Funyun. And I know this is a crazy combination, but a king size Reese's Cups.
I don't think that's a crazy combo. I feel like that's pretty good.
You got the variety. It's
Yeah.
like it's like a
Classic.
gas station charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic road trip snack.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think for me, I'm going to go with a mint yerba or vitamin water, limon lays, and probably like I'm trying to think if I want like an ice cream or not. There's also ice cream at gas stations.
Yeah. But you're also craving ice cream right now, so I can't
am.
tell if that's your headspace right now or...
That's true. I think otherwise I'm probably just going to go with like a Kit Kat. Classic.
I love a good Kit Kat.
Yeah, classic, crunchy, sweet.
Cool.
If I
love
had
that
to get
you're
a
about to.
crunchy, I would have to get munchies because I like the variety.
That's fair.
Mm. Yeah, because it's like, what is it? Some of the pieces are still kind of sweet.
It's like they have sun chips, pretzels, hot Cheetos, nacho Doritos, and something else.
Cheetos. Did you already say that?
I think so. Well, because they have spicy munchies and regular.
Always the spicy.
I usually go for the spicy. Unless my tummy's upset, because weirdly, munchies settle my tummy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I
It's
don't
all
know
the
what it
grain.
is.
The bread.
Maybe it means you need more fiber.
I definitely don't need more fiber, you guys.
No?
No, I've
The bowels are
Plenty
moving.
of fiber.
they move
Thanks.
all on their own. That's part of the issue, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
Right. That's a good question, though.
It's been my favorite question. I stole it from my friend Hope.
Okay, what's your favorite type of cuisine? Like, okay, what's your...
I don't know if I can answer that one.
Well, let me rephrase that.
Okay.
What's your death row meal?
Since eating meat again, I'm gonna go with filet mignon, baked potato, maybe some mac and cheese, like homemade baked.
Hell yeah.
Definitely a fountain soda, very large, lots of ice and a straw.
Nice and crispy.
Yeah, nice and crispy. Dessert would probably be like the Chili's lava cake, but
Fuck
also
yeah.
maybe like some artisan ice cream, like from Salt and Straw. Maybe some corn on the cob too, like grilled on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that would be it.
That sounds so good. I don't know what I answered this question last time with.
Me either.
The Forgotten Files.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I think this is what I answered. I'm from the South, so I would say country fried steak with white gravy, mashed potatoes.
That's exactly what you said last time.
Yeah. That's how I know that's what I would really want. For greens, I could do broccoli. I could do some roasted carrots. Something. A
That'll sound
sweet
yummy.
tea. And then maybe like a slice or four of cookie cake. Like the
Fuck it, the whole cookie
chocolate
cake.
chip cookie
Yeah,
cake.
you're gonna die. The whole cookie cake.
Yeah.
You're on death row.
Yeah. Chocolate chip cookie cake with, frosting all over on every piece.
Yum.
But like a thin layer. Yeah, I think that's my answer.
I think it's pretty solid. I think mine is definitely going to be the same as last time. Italian cream soda, preferably a cherry or some other fruity flavor. Italian salad, like dressing, crouton, tomato, cucumber, all that. A really hearty chicken Alfredo pasta, garlic bread, and a pizookie.
Fire.
I think Pizookie or the Chili's lava cake are like peak dessert to me. Like hot, cold. You have the vanilla to like help you out with like the really sweet chocolate. I can't really have chocolate cake without vanilla ice cream because it's sometimes too rich for me.
Are you guys like more chocolate or vanilla girlies?
Chocolate.
I'm pretty chocolate, but if I'm having cake, it has to have like ice cream.
I am not like that.
I don't know.
I love cake.
Yeah, I can absolutely eat cake by itself.
Cake with the store-bought frosting from the like little jars, plastic jars.
It's all I need.
I don't fuck with buttercream.
Oh, I love buttercream.
I love buttercream.
I don't know what type of frostings in the stores, but that's my favorite.
I don't like cream cheese frosting.
I
Unpopular opinion.
love cream cheese frosting.
Get cream cheese so far away from me, please.
I love cream cheese in general.
No, it sucks because I love red velvet cake, like the cake itself. But
Yeah.
it always, like if you buy it like pre-made, it always comes with cream cheese frosting. And
Highly recommend it with chocolate.
That's my favorite part is the cream cheese frosting.
no.
I now want to make a red velvet cake with chocolate frosting.
That would be so yum.
For Valentine's Day? Bitch.
And
That would be
Vivi
so
has little heart like pans.
I do.
Oh my god. I'm so excited.
Fuck you guys. Mexico and Canada moved to impose levies against the US after President Trump introduced tariffs against two of its largest trading partners.
I can't think about that right now.
Bro.
Now we're in a trade war.
You guys, we're recording an episode and we keep getting news notifications. It's really hard talking about us as well. We're very left leaning. We're not very happy with the state of the world right now. Wouldn't really be, I guess, with Kamala as much anyway, but this is so much worse.
Yeah, this is a lot worse.
If you know how to move out of the country without having some type of connection to a job, let me know.
Yeah. I don't have a degree, and I'm just a hairstylist at the end of the day.
And we don't have a lot of money. So it needs to be cheap.
You can go to Mexico.
I guess we could all sell our cars.
I was just gonna
I'm not-
spend like $3,000 on my own car this week because I have a lot of stuff I need to do. So that would be unfortunate to have to sell it. Need to get my AC fixed at $1,700.
I thought you already did.
I got it recharged, and they're gonna recharge again for free because it's a part of like the routine check. But for my AC, I have it in my notes exactly what it is, but there's a leak in somewhere internally where they have to take off my steering wheel and all the internal like stuff. So it's literally just going to be like wires. He was saying that the part that they need to like fix and repair is literally only $200, but it's just a labor that costs a lot of money because like my car is going to be they're going to be working on it for the whole time the shop is open, like from when I drop it off at 7:30 in the morning to when they close. Like it's going to be very laborious. And I thought about like just maybe getting a different car, but I really don't want to have a car payment. And it's like only 10 years old, so I'm sort of like I can probably get a good solid 5 to 10 years out of it if I maintain it.
Yeah. So I feel like if you look it up on YouTube and there's a lot of people showing tutorials.
Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that I need. It's like I was looking at it and he was explaining it all to me, and I was like looking at the itemized list, and I was just like, yeah, that makes sense as to why my car has problems. Like putting two and two together makes sense why my car doesn't start sometimes.
I have such a hard time with like mechanics because as much as I want to just like inherently trust them, I also know that they get paid more the more things that they get you to do to your car.
Yeah, this was in the diagnostic though, so it wasn't like randomly they found all of these issues with it. It like came up the last time I got my car looked at. I was gonna go to the dealership, but it's also a lot more expensive there usually. I don't know.
I would not go to a dealership if I wasn't getting a friends and family discount.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
do need to go to the dealership soon. There's a lot of free stuff that I need to do I have a car that is easy to steal. I'm not going to say which one. It's one of the two. But yeah, so I have to go to the dealership and get some stuff done. I don't think my specific model like is one of the ones that you can just like steal like some of the other ones. Like some of them you can put a USB and like turn the key. Like and it works.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy. Mine doesn't do that. However, there are some questionable people in our area lately, and I get nervous.
We did have a break-in to a car across the street.
Yeah, we also live on a main street, so it's concerning.
And this is like in front of like a community where there's a lot of people up and at this time because I was getting ready for work and I heard like yelling, like a man yelling downstairs.
Yeah.
And I like ran and looked and there was like cops out in the street, and 30 minutes later when I was leaving, the cops were still there.
Yeah, another thing about us, we don't live in a great area. We're pretty poor. So if you could listen to our podcast and help us jumpstart it, we could move and be in a better part of SoCal.
Me and Vivi are roommates, by the way.
It's hard to remember what we mentioned in the last episode and what we have not mentioned in this episode because I'm like, we already said that, but that was in the Forgotten Files.
Yeah, me, Vivi, and Ethan live together, and then Elena and Jacob live together with Cassie and John.
Yeah.
Cassie and John are also characters in our stories.
Cassie and John are a couple.
Live, laugh, love them.
Yeah,
So true.
obsessed with them. They're great. So you'll hear about them every now and then.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
else? I feel like, oh
Our animals.
my gosh, yeah, we're all cat moms.
I have Max, who is a tuxedo little 4-year-old boy, and then Lily, who is a gray tabby? Question mark.
Yeah, she's like a black and gray tabby.
Yeah,
she's like
really
marbled.
dark.
She's cool.
Yeah,
She's
she
really
has
dark.
Cool paint job.
She blends in with our floorboards sometimes. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like our floor is like very dark gray, and sometimes I don't see her.
Mhm.
Or sometimes I hear her and I'm talking to her like she's Chai, and I'm like, you're not Chai. Chai is my cat. I have a little calico cat who is very expensive right now.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
paying down her surgery. We did put a good chunk of the GoFund. Well, we put all of the GoFundMe money towards her payment, and a good chunk of it went down. So I think right now we're at like 6,000.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. For considering how much it was to start.
yeah. I don't know if you remember from previous episode, and that's what it feels like. It feels like episodes in our life. More so like this is the new season of our life, but
It does feel different.
yeah, something shifted. I don't know exactly what, but yeah,
Could be the
I do.
president. Could be
probably.
could be a lot of things.
But yeah, Chai had surgery recently. She's doing good. She's fully recovered. Her fur is growing back now. And I have to turn it in, but I bought that necklace for her where they make her whiskers into like a flower bouquet.
Cute.
It's really cute. I'm gonna show you the color that I picked after this. I picked red dried flowers.
Aw.
It's really, really cute looking, you guys. I feel like I'm very like obsessed with her cat mom, where sometimes I talk about her and I talk about her like she's my child, and I'm just like, I am like the annoying like liberal coworker that acts like their cat is their child. And I feel like a crazy cat lady sometimes.
Yeah. You are kind of obsessed with her, but I think that's very sweet.
I just don't think anyone understands until they meet her. Because I know people talk about their pets, but like she's not. She's better
Okay.
than like some other pets I've met.
But also, you got her essentially because your boyfriend at the time was going to be gone a lot. And me and Ethan had a cat, and you were like, oh, well, I want a cat. And then
Yeah.
you've had this cat, and she was with you through the breakup with that boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are trauma bonded.
Yeah, we are. We also got her off Craigslist, so I've had her since she was a little itty bitty baby. So
She was
she's
way too young.
She was like way obsessed. She's way obsessed with me. And I think after her surgery, she's been like extra obsessed with me because like she will cry and jump at the door if I'm in the bathroom without her. Like she like needs to be laying on my chest at all times. Where if we don't have a table in our apartment. It's pretty small.
We do, and we might have chairs for it soon.
Yay.
It's like a side table that turns into like.
Think of it
Like
as if we're living in New York and everything needs to be foldable.
Yeah, it looks like a side table.
It's a console table.
Yeah.
That can open up into a small dining table.
Yes.
It can fit like 6 people.
But I'm usually eating
Because
dinner
it's round.
in bed. So that can be hard when she wants to be right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a little baby.
Yeah.
Little baby.
She's really, really petite. I want to make her gain weight. Sometimes she has 3 cans of cat food a day.
That's a lot.
I think she's looking better.
She's looking better. I think so too.
Okay. I have a cat baby. Her name is Clover. She is a black cat, but her undercoat is like white and stripy. So she's kind of a tabby. Really interesting paint job.
I love her.
She's so cute. She does have petting aggression. She bites,
Yeah.
but I think it's because she gets overstimulated. She's also a Virgo, so she's very particular.
Yes.
But I found her through a rescue. I was specifically looking for a black cat during COVID, and I saw the picture of her little muffin face on Pet Finder, and I was like kind of giving up because during that time it was like around Christmas time 2020, so like cats were just flying off the shelves.
They were, dude.
Like kittens were like they were selling so quickly and getting adopted so quickly, and I just really wanted a black cat. And I don't know, her little face on the ad was just the cutest thing I had ever seen in my entire life.
So sweet.
She just looked like a little pea. Like her face is so round.
It is.
So I like called the rescue and I was like, I want this one. And they were like, okay, but like she's kind of aggressive. And I was like, whatever. Like, I don't care. And then I met her, and I met her at like a mom and pop like cat food supply store.
Oh.
And she was like in like a little bird cage because she was so small. And I just like took her and she like crawled up between like my shoulder and my neck
That's really
and just started
sweet.
purring. And I was like, this is the one.
Yeah, this is my cat.
So she has been my baby since the day after Christmas 2020. And yeah, I love her to death and I don't care that she bites. I'm trying to teach her the word no.
Yeah.
She does like kisses, like she won't bite your face if you go to kiss her, which is really interesting. Maybe she just doesn't see faces as threatening.
Maybe.
Oh, that makes me sad.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know her trauma, so I don't know why she's weird with hands and petting, but
Yeah.
I wish she could talk to me.
I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, to just ask Chai what she wants for dinner. Because she's so picky and she just won't eat if she doesn't want what I picked for her. One time
Aw.
I paid an Etsy psychic, or pet psychic, to tell me what she wants to eat. And they said, she wants tuna. And I said, no, she fucking doesn't. Give me my money back. And I got a refund.
Oh wow.
Because Chai doesn't like fish. And I know this about her. I've tried to give her several types of fish. And so I was like, you're fake. Give me my money back. And they did. Because they
Wow.
were fake.
Amazing. That's so funny that you tried that.
I actually I got Max and it caused a real ruckus in our living situation at the time.
Why?
Oh,
yes.
I was like, have you not heard this?
I don't know why I thought you were talking about you got Max a pet psychic reading, and I was like, what happened?
No.
Yes.
We did do the egg cleanse on our cats though once. And you
did.
can go listen to that episode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which one it is.
Go find it. Listen to all of them.
So true.
We got him at a cat cafe and we went in going like, we're not going to bring home a cat today. We brought home a cat that day and our roommates were out of town and we were having really bad problems with our roommates because it's their fault.
Mhm.
And so I basically texted them. It was like, I would kill myself if I don't have it. So we're going to keep it, but it's going to stay in our room. And they thought we were the devil himself. So,
Yeah.
and then Lily, we also walked into the shelter going, we're not coming home with a cat today. We didn't even go with the cat carrier.
I know. I think I just
We came home with her in a box.
I just came home from work and there was a cat in the bathroom. And
I
we were
literally
"We just got a new
texted-
cat."
You're like, who's that?
I texted you and our old roommate and I was like, hey guys, bringing home a cat.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like, we had kind of talked about a third cat and like everyone was in agreement. It wasn't like a,
Yeah. It was mostly for Ethan because Max had bonded with you so strongly that he was jealous.
yeah. Max was for like a really long time. Like he only really liked me.
He's such a mama's boy.
He is. But yeah, it's not like I was like, hey, we're getting a third cat and no one can say anything about it.
Yeah.
But it definitely was a surprise that we came home with it to everyone.
Well, no one
including
was
me.
mad.
No one
Yeah.
was mad. Do I sometimes, I love Lily. Do I sometimes regret getting a second cat? Yes. I don't think
Expenses.
Max wanted to have a second cat that was like ours.
Yeah.
There's a big issue right now where every time Max is on the bed, Lily will jump on and try to cuddle with me too. But Max doesn't like sharing, so then Max jumps off the bed.
She also
Aw.
loves him so much, and
She
he
does.
just like doesn't always want to be cuddled or be bothered. He's very independent.
I have the cutest video of the two of them. Hold on. Like, this was actually life-changing, you guys.
You asked me and our other roommate if we wanted another cat, but you didn't ask Max.
No, I did not. She's just licking him.
Oh, she's so affectionate.
She's very sweetie. That's literally her dad.
That's all videos.
so sweet. They
Just
love each other.
babies.
Yeah.
I want to get Clover a cat.
See, but I really do think like it put some damage on me and Max's relationship. I really do think it did.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I
I
can see that.
don't think Clover wants a friend.
No, but
But you
Jacob
do.
wants.
Yeah.
Jacob wants a cat.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're not going to get another one here because my roommates, John and Cassie, they have 3 cats, so we can't get another cat.
Yeah. That would be a
Our-
lot of cats.
Our rule has been there should never be any more cats than there are people.
Yeah, that's a good rule of thumb.
And you guys have tried to bring home another one.
For the record,
There's been a few times where I've been like,
I have tried.
we can't have another cat. We don't have the room simply. And you've been like,
and then I
"Look at
send her
this one."
videos. Yeah. You know what it is? It's that we have this issue where I think all of us have this issue. Anytime someone has a cat, we get reached out to. They're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, like I know about this litter of kittens. And it's like, I know that I love cats, but like, please stop asking because I want to say yes so badly.
Yeah. So bad.
Like that gray tuxedo kitty.
I think
Dude.
Chai would be pissed if I got a second cat.
I don't think she would be happy at all.
I don't think she would be stoked at all. I think also if anyone would be interested and, you know, just subscribe to us, listen to us, I think it would be so fun in the future to go to like a real pet psychic and do a video on it and have people like hear what our cats are saying. Because I believe in psychics. I believe in the pet psychics too. I know it's like woo-woo bullshit to some people. But I would say that I think that sometimes they say things that only them and their pet owners know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. I would be down to try as long as I could demand my money back if that shit doesn't seem.
I will ask what Chai wants to eat, and if they say fish, then we know it's fake.
Yeah.
I can do that for Max too. And same thing. If it's not chicken, it's not real.
Yeah.
Clover only likes fish. Well, she'll eat other shit, but that's her favorite.
What we need to do is all go to the same person because if we get the same shit, we know it's for sure fake.
Yeah.
That happened to me one time. Me and my friend got psychic readings from this girl on Etsy. And I've done this before where I have a reader. This is also like I'm the most annoying person in the world. I've gone to like different readers and there's this one girl that I really, really like. I recently got a career reading from her and her advice to me was figure it out yourself like your ancestors, your spirit guides want you to figure it out yourself, which was annoying. Because I'm just helpful. Like, not helpful. Give me a direction, whatever. And she's like very real with me. And she said things where I feel like they feel very accurate, not in the sense that like this is accurate to everybody, but like it feels accurate to me. And I'm pretty good at deciphering when people are bullshit and that sort of thing. Anyways, I got a reading from somebody and it was like I recommended them to somebody else. And then I got like word for word the same thing that they got. And I told them. And then I told the other person and I said, you sent me the same reading as them. Give me my fucking money back.
Yeah.
And then she basically was just like, oh, like, I'm so sorry. Like, this is like a business. Like, somebody else sent this to you. And it's like, huh? So you have like a rotation of like prompts and stuff and you just pick one or something? She unfortunately refunded me, so I couldn't leave a bad review. Like, it took it off of my order history list on Etsy, which I think is shady as fuck, because I would have left a really bad review, but I couldn't.
You should have reviewed it and then asked for a refund.
I know. That was silly of me.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah, I'm really crazy. So, like, when I go through heartbreak, it's like spiritual psychosis. I had to know what the spirits were saying. I had to know what the cards were saying.
Better that than religious.
I agree, because it's not like I'm, you know, like I can ground myself pretty well, but sometimes you become delusional for a little bit.
Yeah, it happens.
But at least you know you're delusional, whereas like religion, people that are religious, they're like so like it's fact to them.
Yeah.
They're like, God is speaking to me.
Yeah, that's called religious schizophrenia, mama.
Have you guys been hearing about Quakers lately on the timeline?
I have actually. And I've been reading about Quakers a little bit.
Me too. I've looked into them a little too much for how much I am an atheist, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
But Donald Trump pissed the Quakers off, y'all.
The Quakers were like one of the first like anti-racist groups of settlers in America.
They are not pleased that they're making basically churches not a safe space.
Yeah.
They're meant to be an asylum.
Yeah, if you were actually religious, you would view it as that way also, but he and his administration are not.
Yeah. So true.
I don't have a lot of respect for Christians who disagree with that one woman, the pastor, who basically told him to have empathy for people, and they were like, she's crazy and radical, but those are like schools of thought that are in the Bible.
The fact that empathy, diversity, equity, and inclusion are being viewed as like bad words, they're being viewed as corruption.
Yeah.
Like that is, if that's not a sign of fascism, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Like you should be able to say, think about other people and their struggles and not be met with like you're a DEI, like, you know, whatever.
I really like can't. It is so hard for me to grasp onto the fact that people are walking through life not having empathy for others.
Yeah.
It does not like resonate with me that that's real. I'm like, no, they're actively choosing to not be empathetic. I don't believe that anyone is like incapable of empathy. I think they're actively choosing against it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's natural to be unempathetic. I think it's taught.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
agree.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I think we're talking about Christianity. I don't know. I have respect for people who follow the Bible. If you are like someone who follows the schools of thought that are in the Bible, I will respect you as a person. But if you are someone who identifies as Christian, but you are incredibly bigoted and you just want certain kinds of people to live in like squalor and poverty and you think that they're subhuman, then I don't respect you.
Yeah.
I personally, I don't love, sorry, there's hair in my mouth. I don't love people, I don't love hanging out with people who are religious. And that's not like in a way of like, I don't like you because of your beliefs. It's because these people tend to just say things that might be comfortable to them in their friend groups in their certain situations, but like it can make people who aren't religious like super uncomfortable, and not like in like a like I'm sensitive, just kind of like, well, this is awkward now because like we both know I don't believe that.
It's always, or like it's always assumed that like oh, like you should pray about this, or like I'll pray for you, or they always just like casually mention God.
Yeah, saying you'll pray for someone who isn't religious is honestly like, I'd rather you not say anything at all.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
It fills my body with rage because to me, for me, prayer is not real.
Yeah.
It is something that soothes people. Like, it's almost like talking yourself down is how I think of it.
Yeah.
And so when when I'm having an issue and someone's like, oh, I'll pray for you, I'm like, can you fucking do something else?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, give me a hug.
That's fair.
Take me to a movie, distract me, like anything but pray for me, because like that doesn't do shit for me.
Yeah. I don't personally mind that because I think about when people who aren't religious are saying like, I'm thinking of you, you know, like hope you're doing well, I'm thinking of you. I think of that, and that's what I equate it to. But if it's like, sometimes that can be said very condescendingly where it's like, oh, I'll pray for you, and then it's like, oh, well, you're
It's
actually
like, oh, fuck you.
yeah.
I don't know, I'm very anti-religion, but that's like something that's been inside me forever.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I would say that I'm mostly like anti-popular religions just because they've been historically used for like oppressing people. Like I think missionaries are colonization. Like I think
Absolutely.
like as much as I love, we were talking about it earlier, like Catholic imagery, I think that it's beautiful. I think that we can reclaim it personally because we have been colonized as people in Mexico for it, and that's why the Spaniards came to Mexico, or at least one of the reasons why they came to Mexico. It's like humanizing like these like native people, trying to bring God to them. I think that that can be a reason for a lot of bad that has happened in the world.
I have a huge respect for Buddhists, like traditional Buddhists, I guess. I think having that type of control in your life is crazy.
Yeah.
Same thing with nuns. I think people who choose to be nuns are like, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's commitment for sure.
To know so deeply that you want something.
Yeah.
I wish I could have that feeling.
I agree. Yeah, I wish that I cared that much about anything.
Yeah.
I don't really think about religion very often. It's so like not important to me, and it just doesn't affect me other than like when people try to make their religion law, which I don't consent to.
Yeah.
So real.
It's just not really cool or fair, and frankly it's selfish. And
yeah, I also think about like if there is like a god, there's one ruler, whatever, say there's like a one being that it can control all outcomes, and like so many horrible things happen and they're just supposed to happen, and it does just like truly bring like why so many horrible things happen in the world. Like
that's why I struggle when people are like, I'll pray for you. I'm like, people have been praying for this shit for years.
Yeah, with no answers.
People have been praying to end world hunger since world hunger began.
Yeah. Which, you know what's also insane to me is that these people who are, this ended up just being a political episode, as always. We
It
can't
always-
not have.
In case you guys don't know already, every single one of these episodes ends up being political.
Did you guys see that fucking guy on the news who was talking about how he thinks that children should not have free lunches because when he was a teenager, he worked for his money and
Yeah,
teenagers should work? But then it's like, if
I did.
You know, free
That's child-
lunches go to like 8-year-olds.
Yeah. Like, also, do you want like a 8-year-old to do a job to be able to afford lunch? That's child labor, first of all. Second of all, these people are like, it's so funny because like the principles we were taught when we were younger, what we were talking about earlier with like the world used to be different then. It was like everyone should have a home and food and water and basic necessities. And now you say that and you're radical. But like before that was normal, like to want to end world hunger, that was normal. And now it's like people should work for everything until they're
like humans are so much more than just your capitalistic little working machines.
Yeah, it's also what I think about that too is just like everyone thinks this way until something happens, some accident, and now you're disabled and you can't work. Like, do you think less of yourself as a person because you can't contribute to capital like gain? I don't think that you should, but I think a lot of people don't realize like how quickly they can lose everything. And I think about that pretty often. I'm just like, what if I get into a car crash and I break my legs or something? I can't work. What would happen?
Mm-hmm.
I
know.
think that is part of why I am like, everyone should get to have access to everything
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because you can lose everything
So
quickly, way quicker than you can ever gain things.
Yeah.
Also, on the note of just politics in general, everyone should have access to public education, first of all, but the mention of federally funded religious charter schools is scaring me.
It's really scary because it's true indoctrination.
And it's like, why are they federally funded and religious? Pick one.
Yeah.
But why do we need a federally funded charter school if we have public schools?
Yeah. Fund the public schools.
Anyways,
It's all very confusing. I think a lot of the ideologies conflict with one another. Like they think that they're more moral, but they don't want children to eat or have education. It really doesn't make sense.
yeah.
I don't get why, if Republicans don't like big government, why they're okay with fascism.
I literally was just talking to Ethan about this.
Yeah. To them, it's like,
They think by making the government this way, they think they're shrinking it. They're
Yeah.
draining the swamp.
yeah. But for them, draining the swamp is just getting rid of people
The
of color
qualified
and
people.
gay people. Yeah.
The people who know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah. It's just so disappointing. I realize now as an adult just how many people hate like people of color. Like that's where a lot of this just came from.
Do you
Yeah.
know that the makeup artist for the White House press secretary has been blocking people who talk shit on her?
Yeah, I've seen
No,
It's
that's
making
really
me
funny.
laugh.
Is the makeup really bad?
that. Yeah.
That's silly.
Like, I would not even tag the makeup artist if I were her.
Mm-mm.
That's hilarious.
It is really funny.
That's also why we make fun of their makeup because they're stripping away our rights. So it's fine.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like Republican makeup, you can always clock it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, literally. It all comes full circle.
And I think the bitches on TikTok trying to say that skinny jeans are back, you're an undercover. You're infiltrating.
You're an
They're
op.
always wearing boots with their skinny jeans, so of course it looks fine because you can't see the bottom of them.
Yeah.
Wear it with a chunky sneaker, then get back to me.
Yeah, I dare you.
I just like it's bringing back low rise. It's bringing back skinny jeans. Those are the intro signs to fascism to me personally.
I can fuck with a low rise sometimes, but do not make it main trend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think if I had the body for low rise, if I didn't have a tummy, perhaps I would be down for it.
I would like to see more normal rise jeans because personally, these high rise jeans, they're giving me stomach issues, like actually.
I'm so
Yeah.
tired of like a high rise jean. Like that's all the way up to my rib cage. Like
Let's bring back elastic waist jeans.
I don't know. I just want like
Remember the little buttons and you would like pull?
yeah.
I don't know what the fashion people think the average height is in the US, but it's not
Whatever they're
what
making
the pants are doing.
No.
Because these pants are literally like almost up to my boobs right now.
That's crazy.
No, because why are men's jeans measured by waist and length and women's aren't?
Right.
Yeah, I usually just end up buying men's pants because I like the way they fit better. They're like baggier and the pockets are bigger.
Mm.
I don't like not having pockets. I don't like having pockets that are the size of my fingers. I
Yeah.
like being able to put things in them.
Yeah.
whatever.
Make pants useful again.
Yeah. No, literally.
You're crashing out.
We've been recording for hour 56.
We've been recording for 2 hours?
I'm
Holy
over this.
fuck. Okay. We're gonna hopefully get ice cream still. Bye.
Let us know what else you want to know about us.
Another abrupt ending.
Yeah. We probably should have done like a Q&A. Like we probably should have been like, what do you guys want to know about us? We didn't think about that.
You guys never respond when we ask questions.
And
We
still keep asking you questions.
We have more listeners than we have like followers. So even if you're a hater, like leave an anonymous comment about what you want to hear about us. Like if you're listening, you want information about us. So we can give you what you want.
True.
Just interact with us.
We'll give you
Literally-
ammo.
Literally, I give you full permission to make like a fucking Finsta YouTube to be able to comment. Okay? I don't care.
I don't care who you are. Make a burner. Just interact with us. Whatever.
Like, ask me what the fuck is wrong with me. Do it. I don't care.
Ask for our full medical history. We'll
Bad
give it to you.
publicity is still good publicity.
It's so true.
Attention is attention, baby.
Okay, later haters.
Later, haters.
Bye.